Maybe it was my ninja skills. When my dad would go to backhand me for, at least he'd try. For not shutting up and running my mouth. All right, here we are, folks. Haven't done a midweek video in a few weeks, so sitting around bored after work here. Getting ready to do a little weekly maintenance. It's Wednesday, whatever date that is. It's Wednesday the 14th. My weekly maintenance is a little different this year, of course. I mean, you do your typical nut bolt check, hit all the heims, make sure everything's free, shoot them a little WD, hit all your grease fittings, which I don't do every week, but every couple of weeks I'll hit them. This week it's oil change on Meemaw's van, which I'm doing right now. And then, of course, when I'm talking about oil on this hot rod, of course, I'm burning about 1.5 quarts a week. So every 4 weeks I'm changing oil, but those weeks in between I'm adding about 1.5 quarts of oil after every race. So I'm getting about 13 quarts out of each oil change. And, whatever. That's just what I got to do for now. And, of course, I've always used Brad Penn's, what I've used forever. Since this thing's kind of using oil, I needed something a little more readily available. So I just switched to some Mobile One that I can get at every exit on my way home from work, in any park store or whatever, without having to kind of go out of my way to go to a race shop to get some Brad Penn or whatever. But whatever. So I got to top that off. And then, of course, I've got 3 sets of spark plugs I got to clean every week. I pull them out every time I come off the track. When I hot lap, heat race, and feature, which really isn't a big deal. Luckily, I run the good brisk plugs. I've been running them since I've had this motor, a couple of 3 or 4 years. And those things are a little pricey, so my old set I always keep because I just change them to change them. So I happen to have 3 sets, so that makes it a little, I'm not having to go buy, I've put NGKs in them and stuff also, but I like the brisk plugs. And they actually seem to hold up better in this, with this motor burning oil than some other ones that I've tried. So yeah, I'm pulling them out. They're looking, I don't even know, let's see here, can I focus on that? Touch my screen. That's what they're looking like. And it's not carbon. It's got a nice shiny, oily, you can see the oil shining on it. But I hit them with a little carburetor cleaner, a little sandpaper, and when I'm done with them, they're all nice and clean. And they get me through another hot lap session or heat race or feature, whatever. So I got 3 sets of them here that I clean every week. That's what I've been doing. And since the first couple weeks when I was trying to guess which plug was fouling and all that, I just changed the whole set. I don't have to worry about it. So, and there's usually more than one that's kind of oil fouled, so I just change them. It takes 5 minutes to just change them all and be done with it. So that's part of my maintenance right now that I'm getting ready to do. Running used tires and grooving them like I've been doing the last 1.5 years. Of course, you don't get the nights out of them that you do a new one. And so years past, I'd buy about 10, 12 new tires. And I'd run them to about 40%, dismount them. And luckily I kept most of them. That's just a handful of them there. I got a bunch underneath there. And so now I'm to the point where, I'm grooving these, getting a couple more nights out of them, and then busting them down, mounting up another used one, grooving it up, using them up. I'm not spending money on tires right now, and I'm, still finishing decent. I can finish third. Maybe that new tire's in between third and first, who knows? But, those guys, like Clint Young and Rob Neubauer, those guys, they're good drivers. They got good equipment. I'm not saying I don't, but, I'm dealing with a motor that's, I'm just getting by with right now. So the old tires will work for now. I finally got a top 5, finished third. it was fun getting to race with Rob for a little bit there at the beginning of the race. Me and him used to run side by side all the time every week the last few years. And we really haven't got to do much racing together. Had a pretty good race with Johnny Crump. He never knew it. I was behind him. I was glad to see Pat get up there. He got me there when we were splitting Johnny. See Pat get a good finish. But I think whether I got, doing what I'm doing here with these tires or not, I was probably still third, fourth. I know Rob lost it there. I mean, I don't know what happened, if there was contact or whatever, but Rob going to the back there right at the end, I was probably a fourth place car at that point. That's probably where I was. So me and Pat seemed to be pretty even once we got past Johnny Crump. So it was probably just, who was in front of who at that point. But so, I mean, I finished probably about where I was. I don't think a new tire on this old car was going to make much of a difference. It could have. I don't know. But that's my program I'm on this year. So I'm going to get to cleaning up these spark plugs. I need to dismount one tire for sure. It's pretty thin. Here's what I'm doing with my tires now, because I'm really using them up. So when I'm done with them, they're not good for much. There's the one tire. The last tire. That tire I dismounted last week. But here's what I'm going to start doing with them. I'm saving these up. Fan appreciation night. Thought the kids might like them. Figured that's better than just, taking them and paying to get rid of them to recycle place or whoever takes tires. I'm wearing them down enough. I can't sell them. I used to sell my used tires when I was buying new ones all the time, but now I'm using them up. This is one of them that probably is going to get dismounted and get the sides cut off of it, A little wall art for some kids. Somebody might like them. So, of course, I'm hitting them with a little fresh paint with my, this thing. Maybe I should market that for low budget guys that want nice white letters, But maybe we should be worrying about things that make you go fast instead of. But I dropped the phone, so. But maybe we should be worrying about parts that make us go fast and not worry about paint letters. But you know what? Here, I got time. I don't mind it. It's not a priority. It's just, it is what it is. So, but, so I'm going to get to these spark plugs, get this clean. Then I got to get to my next weekly duty. We'll get to that when I'm done with this. Got to get Meemaw's van. I'm sure the oil's drained out of it by now. Get the filter changed out. Get that ready to go. We're getting ready to go on a little road trip on vacation. So, figured I'd give her a fresh oil change before we hit the road. And while I was working on the car. So, all right. I'll be back in a minute. All right. And just like that, I got my 3 sets of brand new spark plugs. Look at that. Nice and shiny, clean. Kind of run my spark plug program like I do my tires. Just make them great again, Get by for another week. So, I got those done. Now I got to get to the tires. I think for my little tire maintenance section here, I'm going to, not that I have, segments, but either way, I'm going to throw up, I threw it up on Facebook, my grandsons. This drove them nuts, which this is probably the same tire because it's already low. So this tire here, I've been using the last few weeks on my right rear, and you can see it's low. Well, it sat for 2 weeks. It sat for 2 weeks, and so it was pretty flat. And it drove my twin grandsons crazy. That tire was flat. They was over here a couple times talking to me about people needed to fix that tire. So last week one day, we were out in the yard playing. Garage was open. I come in. Benelli, old blue glasses. He's got the floor jack, and he's jacking up underneath my car. And which I didn't say this in the other video, but he was about ready to start jacking up on my header. So I'm lucky I walked in when I did, stopped that, and said, all right, let's fix the tire. I'm getting a phone call right now, so I don't know if it's screwed up my video, but So me and the two grandsons, which they wouldn't hardly let me help them. You'll see Ruger wouldn't even let me take the cap off the valve stem. But they aired up my tire. We didn't have to jack the car up to air up a tire, but Benelli was, you know, he's the jack man. He's got that thing all the time. If you ever see in the videos at the racetrack, you'll see the kids running around playing. But if you ever see the car in the background, most of the time, you'll see little Benelli blue glasses pretty close to that car. He's usually pretty on top of it. He likes to stay close to the car at the track. So, anyways, they fixed my right rear. And I gotta apologize for the last couple. Oh yeah, cleaning spark plugs. Look at this. I can't use my, you know, you put rubber gloves on when I'm greasing the car and stuff like that. Just, you know, you get cracks in your hands from the job I do, and your hands get dry. It gets hard to get this stuff out. So I usually put gloves on, but those gloves do not hold up the carburetor cleaner. You know, by the time you clean a couple spark plugs, those things get all wrinkly and come apart and tear, and they get thin. Same thing with my wedding ring. I got a silicone wedding ring. I'm an electrician. I mean, even if I'd probably still have it. I'd rather wear that thing than my old metal one. But the first time I was using carburetor cleaner and I had that silicone ring on, I looked down and that ring was, I'm not saying it was that big, but it was a lot bigger than my finger. And I thought, oh no, I ruined my ring. So I took it in the house, washed it with some Dawn and water. I don't know. Here's a mud dauber flying around me. And hold on. Yeah, he ain't gonna hurt nobody. I just don't want him getting it. So anyways, took it in, washed it with some Dawn and some hot water, got all the carburetor cleaner off of it, and I threw it in the freezer overnight. I don't know, you know. Hey, takes me back to the days when I was putting cam gears on cams, you know. Throw the cam gear on a cookie sheet in the oven, throw the cam in the freezer, and let the wife find that in there. Sucker slides together like butter when they're done, hot and cold. But anyways, I threw that silicone ring in that freezer overnight. The next day I took it out and right back on my finger. It was good to go. So now I take it off when I'm messing with carburetor cleaner. But that was a long story. But anyway, so I'll throw the boys' video up on that. I got nice new spark plugs now. I'll get set number 1 back in the car, so it's ready to go for heat race. There goes that mud dauber. And get the other 2 in my bag that says feature, used to, but really should say clean. And then I got my dirty bag for my oily ones. You know, we got a high-tech routine around here. Ziploc bags, sandpaper, you know, I don't know. It's pretty silly around here this year. I mean, I wouldn't recommend most guys running their race program like this, but you know, what do you do? So I still haven't touched Meemaw's van, and so I'm gonna get a set of spark plugs back in this. I'm gonna get a quart and a half of oil back in the hot rod. Car will be ready to go with a little tire maintenance, and I'll get Meemaw's van wrapped up, and then I got one more chore to do, my weekly chore. So, all right, be back in a second.
Put it on that white thing. Put it all the way on. You gotta push it all the way on. Up. There you go. Keep going. All right. Now take that off. Give that to me. Give it to me. I'll take it. All right. Do the next one.
Okay.
No, hold on, Rook. Benny, hold on.
I'm gonna do it.
I'll let you do the last one. Good job, Roog. Do it all the way. All right. Now, let me see it. All right, Benny. No, Roog, let Benny do that one. Let Benny do that one.
I want to do.
That's all right. Get in there, Benny. Take that off. I still got to put air in it. You guys can help me do that. No, make sure you put it all the way on there. No, hold it on there. Got to hold it straight. Got to hold it straight. Put it on. Bring it down. You're at an angle. Bring it down. There you go. Let off the trigger. All right, boys.
The next one in there. On there.
All right, put that up on the decking. Put that up there. Give it here. All right, now we can fix it. We can put air in it now.
No, how about
Benelli is set on jacking it up. All right, hey, take that cap off. Right. See where the yellow arrow is? You gotta take that cap off right there.
Okay.
Flip. Don't lose that cap when you take it off. Yeah.
I can't take it off. It's taking too long.
What you doing, boy?
I'm in the race car.
You getting in the race car?
Yeah.
All right, set that down. All right, now put that on there. Hold on, let me get it for you. Let's spin this so it's a little easier. Put that on. Been sitting for 2 weeks and went flat, huh? Are you going up? All right, that's good. Good job, boys. Put that cap back on. Good job. I'll turn. No, keep twisting. Is it all the way down? Can you pull it out now? There you go.
I'm super strong.
Oh, you're super strong. Thanks, Benny. You fixed my tire. Oh, yeah. It's fixed.
Yep.
Rude got in the car. Hey, easy now.
Yeah. I got one way down, one way up.
You got 3 golden trophies now? You got more than people got. You boys, that's all I got up there. You guys got the rest of them. You guys in Brecken's taking all my trophies.
Yeah, Blackie's taking all your show.
Yep, you guys got some in your room too, huh?
Ian went soda. I want that.
And now for my next and last weekly duty. Cleaning this pool. Nobody's swimming in it. You know? It's middle of June. It's too cold. It's 75 degrees in the pool. Which, I mean, I get it. But, you know, it's summer. It's 75. It's close. Maybe it's got something to do with that Canadian smoke that floated down here a week and a half ago. I know it screwed up my sinuses. I think I'm about over it. It turned my allergies into a wreck. And my voice has been jacked up. My sinus has been jacked up. But anyways, when nobody's swimming in this pool, the water don't get stirred up. Filter doesn't clean it as good. So somebody's got to get in it when it's 75, which I like. The only ones that'll get in it when it's 75 is me and the grandkids. It's too cold for me, Mom, Brittany, and probably even little Ryan. But here, I can't handle 4 Calvert kids in this pool by myself. I'd be overtaken so quick. If anybody knows anything about Calvert kids, not this cat. So, nobody's swimming in it right now. So I got to vacuum the pool out. But, you know, so. And no, I don't always wear a shirt when I'm in the pool. But I knew I was going to be on this video, you know. I don't want to be responsible for putting any temptational thoughts in any of y'all's women's minds. Well, if they see you watching this on the tube or something, you know. I don't know. So, no. All kidding aside, as old Red Green would say, if the women don't find you handsome, let them find you handy. That's why I changed me Ma's oil. I'm her pool boy. I'm her computer guy. I do just about everything but laundry for her. You know, a couple years ago I made everything red and she said stay away. But, so yeah. I don't know how I locked her down when we was in 10th grade. I don't know what skills I had back then. The only skills I had was running my mouth is what my mom and dad said. That's what I was best at. So, I don't know how that got her. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was my ninja skills. When my dad would go to backhand me for, you know, at least he'd try, for not shutting up and running my mouth. Maybe that's what did it. She knew I'd be a good protector. I could miss any flying backhand. I'm sure that was impressive with my girlfriend, but she stuck around. So maybe it was running my mouth. I don't know. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get to cleaning the pool. I'll see you guys Saturday at St. Francis County Raceway. Hopefully you can pick up where we left off. Peace out.